what's up guys, it's Thibault Defourny from the team Purple Haze and I managed to top 8 the Belgium national. So first shout out to the sponsors and to the Purple Haze team, especially Francesco Papini, and a shout out to the WAF squad for the emotional support during the tournament. So let's go to the prize. So here's the playmats for this side.
And now, shout out to our sponsors, the first one being GRAAD, the best grading company in Europe, which offers grading services for all languages and TCGs. The second one, CARDTRADER, the online marketplace platform where you'll find the cards that you need at market price, in one shipment only. Create your account using the link right below. The third one is Game to Collect, one of the top Italian sellers on the market, specialized in American high-rarity cards, good format and misprints. They also collect your cards up to 85% of their value. Next one is Magician Circle, a local store located in Trieste, specialized in sealed and custom products. They also host events for all TCGs. After that we got CORP, another local store based in Pietra Ligure, Liguria's best shop to buy singles and play Yu-Gi-Oh tourneys. Then we have GAMERLAND, local store based in ABBIATEGRASso, Lombardy's best shop to buy singles, sealed and play weekly tournaments. Last but not least, we have CHAPA'S playmat. They produce amazing custom playmats that may have your own custom images on them. All links are in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out.
So I played 3 Lily and only 2 white. The thing is that Lily is just better in the grind game, it's a better top deck, while Purrely can miss. And the perfect number for me was 5. You can only play 4, so the 5th one was for comfort. And the Lily is just a better top deck, it's just a better everything in the grind game. So I chose to go with this ratio. You do not want to overextend at all with the deck. If you overextend, you're losing. Triple Pretty Memory, triple Sleepy, triple Happy, triple Delicious. You have to run 3 of all of them, so you have enough starter to get into the game. This one is by far the better one to equip, but the worst one to open with. This is the best one to open with, or the Sleepy, but Sleepy is terrible to equip because it makes you lose to Kurikiara and Triple Talic Thrust that search the Herald of the Abyss. So this was perfect ratio for the quick play. I mean, you have to. Triple My Friend and 1 Yeep. So I chose not to run the field spell. The field spell is actually horrible. If you go second, the card is terrible, does not work. While Yeep is a good discard fodder, going second, going first. It extends your play, it lets you do the draw 4, even if it's not safe when Kashtira is the best deck of the format. And My Friend just like Lily, it's a better top deck, it's the better search. You want to open with it so you can search the trap. So that's it for the engine, 21 cards. For flexi spots, I chose to run 1 Thrust and double Talents. So Thrust is a Talents going second, and going first it can be a Yeep or an Impermanence. So I choose to go with this ratio because it's outs, rise odds the most constantly, and it helps you extend going first or look at their hand to know against what you're playing. Then it's Entrapped, a hand trap format, so I chose to run 3 Gammas with the driver. It's the best entrap overall, except against Labyrinths, but Labyrinths is not that great in Belgium because they're bad with the deck. 3 Roll, it's the blowout of the format. It's just pretty bad into Kashtira for some odd reasons, but you want it in the deck list anyway. Then I run another blowout, which is triple Nibiru. You have to run it. Kashtira was the call for the event. They always overextend, they do not respect the nib. You just catch them off guard. You win, you can draw it off Noir, they're set so back that Plump will win you the game on the spot after. Triple Ash, it's the most consistent end trap. It's just the best combinatory, so if you have draw plus Ash, they cannot Baguska you. If you have Nib plus Ash, they cannot Baguska you. If you have Gamma Ash, they cannot use Baguska on you. So this was the best one to combine with all of them. And I also run Impermanence because it's a good top deck, it's out, rise odds, and it also beats Baguska Pass when you draw them. So yeah, pretty nice. So 40 cards main deck, I did not want to go overboard. Then the extra deck, the Amaryllis token, Anima, Donner, Lambda. I think you have to run all of them. This converts a Purrely into another thing, so you can go into Donner. And Lambda, it helps with the Psyframe setup in the main deck. Because if you have two leftover Purrelys, you can convert them into Lambda. And so it's a good interruption into everything except Kashtira. Then the double Lyrilusk. I chose to not run Fucho because I was not sure about the ruling against Babushka, but those two were really great the entire tournament. This getting over the Appaloosa when she used 2 or 3 negates is really up to the point. I really liked her. She's not that great to the Kashtira matchup, but it was great at least. Double Plum. This is the best XYZ. It just makes gigantic Zeus, and yeah, I mean you have to run 2 of those. Double Beauty. I was running 1 for the longest time, but you have to run 2. A good Kashtira player will banish it and you lose, so you need a second one. It comes up eventually. 1 Happiness. This one just means OTK. When it hits the board, this is game, or you're going for a gigantic setup or double noir. So you need one. The second one is not that necessary. If you need a second one, you've played poorly and that's it. Double noir. Yeah, this is the boss monster. I don't think you need 3. If you run 3, you're losing 2 a lot. So, and you're losing space in your extra deck, so it's not that great. 1 Donner. Just 1 more material for your Zeus and double Zeus. Not only because of Kashtira, but because this deck is just Zeus Turbo. You just choose this deck because it can just play like a Zeus Turbo deck in case your first game plan does not work. And yeah, that's it for the extra deck, 15 cards. We're not playing against some trash Draco decks. Then side deck, 1 Crow, 1 Bell, 1 Ogre. So this is odd, but when we were building the side deck, we were missing 1 space basically. And the only thing we found that worked if we wanted to side against Super Heavy Samurai, Matmech, and Despia was to cut 1 Ogre or the Bell to fit the DD Crow, so it works against both matchups. So you can side those 2 in against Super Heavy Samurai, and you can side those 2 in into Despia and Matmech. Also you can side Crow and Ogre into the mirror match. Then double Santa Claus. You need Kaijus in this format. It outs Noir, it outs Kashtira, Arise Art, and so on and so on. It's also an out to the 5 locks, because you can play if you have 1 zone of each, so there is no problem with this. The draw one never comes up, but it's the better one of the Kaijus because you can just use Beauty, put him in attack mode, attack with Happiness, and that's GG. 1 Call by the Grave. It was instead of Crow and Bell because you can draw it going second, going first it's an anti-end trap. It's also a pretty good interruption, so I mean it was nice. Don't really need to complain about it. Then triple Cosmic and Duster. I wanted to respect Labyrinth. I think Labyrinth is one of the best decks in this format, but there were none during the weekend because people don't really know how to play it properly, I think. Then 1 Herald of the Abyss. It was instead of the 3rd Santa Claus because we were running the second Thrust in the side deck. So Thrust becomes really valuable post side deck because you know in which position you're going to play, either first or second. So Thrust will search either Abyss or Talent or an Imperm if you need to deal with another card that's pretty weird. You can side it in for the Duster into back row and such, so really nice card, and Herald just an out to Noir. Then the last card in the side deck were Double Book of Moon. It's good going first and second into Kashtira, it's good going first into Purrely. It was just we needed something for going first and second in case our opponents made us go first. And 1 Red Lotus because we can just search it with the Thrust. And yeah, that's it. The deck performed really well and I'm like, it's top 8. It's not that great, but we take those.